How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to another Flesh and Blood video here on Red Zone Rogue. Today, we are going to be taking a look at the recent banned and suspended announcement and give you my opinions on how they did my boy dirty. So let's do this. So here we have the lovely Dusk Till Dawn splash art kind of here with some really cool and interesting things going on in the in the background here. Got like Bolton and a bunch of other stuff. But anyway, let's move on to the scheduled banned and suspended announcement. So Classic Constructed, no changes. Well, that is, yeah, I mean that's kind of like to be expected. I know a lot of folks maybe might have wanted a Codex of Frailty ban or something like that, but you know, that would just like cram down the assassin and rangers back to where they used to be. So I like the no bans here. Keep things open and competitive in Classic Constructed. And honestly, Classic Constructed right now is very open. It's a very wide format with tons of heroes. You can be playing Oldhim, Dash. You can be playing Lexi, Azalea, even Uzuri. People think Icelander is dead and out, but I think you can still play Icelander if you're very good with her. Like, I think Zach Bunn got 4th place with Viserai at the Calling, so very open. I think Classic Constructed right now is in a very good place, probably one of the best places it's ever been in Flesh and Blood, so that is very cool, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about two other formats near and dear to me, Blitz and Ultimate Pit Fight. So we got an unban and we got some bans, so things are going to be shaken up. So, Blitz. The following heroes and signature weapons have attained Living Legend status and are no longer legal for official Blitz tournament play as of Friday, May 5th, which is tomorrow at the time of this recording. Icelander, Oldhim, and then with them, Kraken's Aether Vein, which is tied to Icelander, and Winter's Well, which is tied to Oldhim. We also have some cards moving off of the suspended list because they were suspended until Icelander and Oldhim hit Living Legend. So some of them are relevant, some of them are not relevant. So what do I think about this, by the way? What do I think about this? Well, considering Oldhim is my least favorite hero in the game, gameplay-wise. Character-wise, really cool character. If you read the Oldhim lore in Tales of Aria, I think he's a really cool character. But gameplay-wise, no. That's not what I'm not here to spend hours just playing against like grindy Oldhim matches. So I'm really glad to see this, and I think I'll make Blitz more fun. Same with Icelander. Icelander, very good. There was a reason why most of the top 8 at the at the Battle Hardened for the Pro Tour was Icelander. So yeah, I'm not sad to see either of these go. If you want to play Ice, play Lexi. But if you want to play Wizard, play Kano. But glad to see these go. Very happy. Also, we have, this is the big one we're going to talk about, by the way. But I want to mention these ones real quick. So we have Aether Ice Vein, Crown of Seeds, and Hypothermia all move from suspended to legal. And these are the cards that I aforementioned that were previously on the suspension list until Icelander and Oldhim hit Living Legend. And so they have, and so these are now available for play. Specifically, Hypothermia and Aether Ice Vein are like, no one can play them anyway. Like, Icelander is off. We don't have another elemental ice wizard, so those don't matter. What actually matters is the Crown of Seeds, because that means Briar can use it. Whether or not Briar is going to use it is up for debate. There's no debate. I don't think Briar's going to use it. Well, brewers out there, you can brew something cool. But yeah, so Crown of Seeds is now legal for Briar, which is cool. Now the big one here is Drone of Brutality moves from banned to legal, which is a really big deal because Drone of Brutality was the first ever banned card in Flesh and Blood, and it was a kind of a big deal, right? Because before that, I don't know if people know, but Flesh and Blood LSS made kind of a big deal about not wanting to do bans and all this kind of stuff, and then they're like, okay, well, we're going to ban Drone of Brutality because it goes against our core design philosophies, and then here we have it coming off banned, likely due to Oldhim, you know, getting out of the format. But let's read what LSS has to say about Drone of Brutality. Okay, Drone of Brutality was the first card to ever be banned in Flesh and Blood, like I said, on March 18th, 2021. A lot has changed in 2 years. Yes, it has, but a lot kind of feels the same too. as someone who's been here since the start. It's a weird thing, but I love it. Anyway, it's still true that Drone breaks one of the core design tenets of Flesh and Blood, that every card counts, and that's because Drone just keeps coming back. It's still true that Drone breaks one of the core design tenets of Flesh and Blood. Oh, here we go. I already read that. However, the difference between 2021 and now is the general power level of Blitz has increased to the point where we believe the way Drone breaks this design tenet is no longer problematic. Yeah, I mean, like, Blitz is pretty fast, right? Like, you're not really going to see, like, second and third cycles in Blitz, especially with Oldhim out of the format. So, I feel that's a challenge to some people. Like, some people are going to be like, ooh, challenge accepted. But kudos to you if you want to give that a shot. We're sure many players will be celebrating the departure of Iyslander and Oldhim from Blitz. With both of those heroes attaining Living Legend with this announcement. However, Iyslander and Oldhim were the premier decks for slowing down the Blitz format. It's true. And we believe that in their absence, there's a good chance the format speeds up considerably. We still have Ice Lexi. You can't count that out. Returning Drone to the format is a nod to what hopefully becomes a new iteration of mid-range and control decks. I hope so. I really like mid-range. My favorite hero being Uzuri, and I think Uzuri operates in this mid-range territory. By incentivizing long game strategies that leverage the Drone inevitability package. Actually, well, this is only in Blitz. I run Uzuri in CC, not Blitz, so I don't know. We'll see. We will be keeping close eye on the impact of Drone and Brutality, and preface this unbanning with a cautionary message that Drone has the potential to return to the ban list again in the future. Everyone, like, panic buying Drone. You're insane. You're insane. Get your playset. Get your 2 drones. And then be happy with that, because it could definitely get banned again. Until then, we look forward to seeing an old favorite being played again and again and again. And Aether Ice Vein, Crown of Seas Hypothermia, that's exactly what I said earlier. What do I think about Drone and Brutality? Is it going to warp the format? No, I don't think it is. In fact, I think it's highly suspicious that it's coming back now, right before Dusk Till Dawn, where we see a resurgent of illusionist crap. So I think they're being like, oh, you know, it'll be good against all the illusionists, like, that are going to be running around, like the new Prism and old Prism and Droma and all this crap. So, if you're an illusionist player, be afraid. Be very afraid. At least in Blitz, right? And keep in mind, this is only for Blitz. All the people, like, trying to jam Drone in their CC decks, no, it's still banned. It's still banned in CC. Okay, Ultimate Pit Fight. This is where they did my boy dirty. The following changes are effective as of Friday, May 5th, 2023. Go Bananas is banned in official events only. I'm dramatizing this a little bit. I kind of agree with this. I kind of agree with this. But still, I think it's funny. So, Go Bananas is, like, in my opinion, one of the premier cards of Ultimate Pit Fight. It's one that I have played in almost every single Ultimate Pit Fight game I've ever played, and I've played it in almost every single Ultimate Pit Fight game I've ever played. It says, Go Bananas is a fun and silly card, but in context of playing UPF competitively, which really isn't the point of UPF, yes, it functions as a broken pay-to-win card, allowing any deck to effectively break the 2 per card limit. Yeah, so, I mean, you can just walk up with, like, multiple cases. If you're, for example, you're like, okay, I want my Go Bananas to always be an Enlightened Strike, so I have 3 Enlightened Strikes in my deck, and you just bring cases of WTR, and you just start ripping cases until you get Enlightened Strike. You could technically do that. And if, like, big money prizes are on the line, you're kind of incentivized to do that if you have the money. And the packs. It functions, yeah, we already read that. Yep. So, Go Bananas is hands down one of the most powerful card, or hands down the most powerful card in UPF, as it's every action card in UPF. Yeah, that's true. Because you can, I kind of glossed over here, but it says you can play action cards that aren't even the same class or talent. So yeah, whatever you get with Go Bananas, you can play it. Doesn't matter what it is. So you can pick, like Crippling Crush, right? And you play your Crippling Crush as, like, Lexi or whatever. It is the most powerful card in UPF. It's great. It's a great card. It's fun. I have whiffed. I usually set myself, like, a box limit, and if I don't pull the card, you whiff. I've chosen Gorganian Tome before off of, opening crew packs and not gotten it. Yeah. So it says the reason we have decided to ban Go Bananas from official events is the risk that it prevents or presents to event operations and creating negative game experiences. Yeah, I'll talk about this in just a second. When the incentives are high enough, which may happen from time to time at official events such as the Pro Tour UPF side event, we can foresee a scenario where it takes dozens of minutes and creates significant mess within the gaming space in order to resolve a Go Bananas. Yes, we encourage fans to continue to enjoy Go Bananas in the comfort of your own home or with house rules applied at your local game store, such as 3 packs max. For this reason, Go Bananas joins Yorick on the not safe for official play ban list. Yeah, so I want to talk about this just real quick. So I really like Go Bananas. I think it's really fun. But the problem is, yes, you can... It grinds the game to a halt. And unless everyone's, like, really vibing with each other and having a good time, the pack opening can be really boring and tedious. And it could take, like, over 30 minutes to resolve, right? You don't want someone to just be like, nope, next pack. Nope, next pack. Nope, next pack. And like that for like 30 minutes, right? Until they open up the pack. If it's a lively thing, if someone's making a show of it, it could be a lot of fun. But yeah, I think I think this is fair. This is very fair. Sad, but fair. And I wonder what the price of Go Bananas is going to do to this. You know what? If it goes down, as someone who owns Go Bananas, I think that'd be cool because it'll make it so that casual players, people who really want to play this card in the confines of their own house and or at the LGS or whatever, just for fun, I think that's really cool. So they can get it more available, more cheaply, I guess you could say. So yeah, it's a funny thing, but I agree. I agree with it. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. A little bummed about this. Drone, I'm curious to see if this makes any change at all. I think it'll be really, really good if, like the new Prism, it ends up being very, very good. In fact, you know what? I didn't pull it up. They didn't include images here. Hey, whoever writes these, you should put images. You should put the images like in the article. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab an image of Drone of Brutality, so you know what the hell it does. It's a 2 for 6. It's a block 2, and whenever it's put into the graveyard from anywhere, you shuffle or you put it back on the bottom of your deck. It's a pretty simple card. It's a card that actually a lot of people use in Ultimate Pit Fight because it's like some sort of inevitability. So here we have Drone of Brutality. As you can see, this is what it does. And yeah, it's a pretty simple card, but it's a very grindy and kind of annoying card to be honest. Yeah, I do want to mention one more thing with the Go Bananas part, which I think is actually kind of funny. So some of you out there may know that I was recently in a Shuffle Up and Play video on Tulane Community College where we played Ultimate Pit Fight, and we actually had a long discussion about whether or not we were going to allow Go Bananas, because Go Bananas is a very fun card. It's a very flashy card, but it grinds the game to a halt and could make for an unfun viewing experience as well. So we ultimately, I think we just decided, no, there's no Go Bananas for that, just not including it in the decks. So like something like this, I think mirrors that kind of sentiment, right? We also considered doing limits. Like I suggested, like, oh, maybe you can Go Bananas, but you can only do like a couple packs or something like that, so it doesn't take a long time, because it's a fun card, and it is a fun card to watch, but sometimes it might not be. It might not be. So yeah, I'm curious to know what all y'all think about this. Do you like the drone unbanned? The return to the drone? Do you like the Go Bananas ban? I'm not sure how many people are going to like this, but I understand it. I definitely understand it. And what do you think about the Bane of Blitz getting out of here? Get out of here. Are you going to be happier to play this kind of stuff? Hey, you know what? If you're going to be running up against, like, I don't know, Briars and Fies and Lexis and all this, like, aggro heroes, you know what? At least the game ended quickly. At least it didn't take you 40 minutes to die. So, yeah. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time. See you later, everyone.